Number 1 takes us right there. If you look over my right shoulder, that's Fitton Field, home of the Worcester Tornadoes minor league baseball team, who Jose Canseco used to play for. And in his illustrious Tornadoes career, he hit exactly 1 home run. Jose, we hardly knew ye here in Worcester. By the way, that field will come back in a couple of numbers. Stay tuned. So if you look over to my right, that's number 2 right there in Worcester. It takes us to the Polar Beverages plant and that giant bear on the roof. Everybody knows that giant bear. What they may not know is that giant bear has actually had not 1 but 2 names in its long existence. It used to be known as Whitey, but then the name Whitey took on a rather negative connotation in Massachusetts over the years, so they actually changed it to Orson. Now known as Orson, used to be Whitey. 2 nicknames for the polar bear here in Worcester.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
So my whole life growing up in Central Mass, the question always was, how come they don't have any planes flying out of Worcester Airport? So you can imagine in late 2008 when it was announced that Direct Air was going to start flying out of here, what good news it was. Fast forward 3 years to early 2012, and well, they went bankrupt and there's now no planes flying out of Worcester Airport. It was fun while it lasted for 3 years. So number 4 takes us right up there. That is the College of the Holy Cross, home of the 4 Horsemen of the Cross. Holy Cross never retired jerseys in their history until last year when they put 4 jerseys up in the rafters of their hoop court. Bob Cousy, Tom Heinsohn, George Captain, and Togo Palazzi, all 4 won national championships with Holy Cross. All 4 went on to play for the Celtics. Interestingly, none of them wore the same number for the Celtics that they wore for Holy Cross, but they're all immortalized in the rafters now. The 4 Horsemen of the Cross. All right, 5 in Worcester's an easy one. In fact, it's the answer to a question that everybody in Central Mass now knows. What's the best time to get up if you want to go check out storm damage in Worcester? That would be 5 o'clock, of course. We got your back, Tim Murray. 6 in Worcester, of course, means the Worcester 6, and although we never forget those guys, there's a different 6 I want to highlight. The 6 original Worcester lunch car diners still in operation in Worcester. Let's go down the list. You got the Emerald Isle. You got the Parkway. You got the Bully, you got Blanchard's 101, you got Ralph's Chadwick, and of course, you got the Miss Wu. 6 great Worcester lunch car diners right here in Worcester, all built right there by the Worcester Lunch Car Company. Sir Dennis Eaton Hogg famously once said of Boston, it's not a big college town. He might just as easily have said the same about Worcester. After all, it is home to 7 major colleges and universities. Count them with me, won't you? You got Holy Cross, you got Assumption, Worcester State, WPI, Clark, Becker, and of course Quincy. Gotta give the big Q some love. Number 8 takes us right here to the Soul. You don't see it yet, but in a couple of weeks, Buster the Crab goes on the roof of this thing, and all 8 spindly legs of him. How big is it? Well, he's the world's biggest crab, according to most. From one leg to another, 75 feet long. And he sits upon his building, and when you see his 8 spiny legs, you know crab season is on here at the Soul. All right, number 9 takes us right back here to Fitton Field. I told you we'd be back. Why are we? Because this is the site where one of the most famous pictures ever taken in Worcester happened. It would be this shot right here. Number 9, Ted Williams hitting his first home run as a member of the Red Sox right here in Worcester. In classic Ted Williams fashion, by the way. It wasn't just a home run, it was a grand slam that knocked in Joe Cronin, Jimmy Fox, and Bobby Doerr, along with Ted Williams, all 4 future Hall of Famers. It happened right here some 73 years ago in Worcester. All right, we're deep in the woods of Worcester off of Swan Road, and you know who owns this property? God. How do I know that? Because somewhere in these woods is a rock that some crazy guy in the 1800s actually carved into, saying that upon his death, his 10 acres of land were to be deeded to God. It's called Deed Rock, and it's somewhere here, but I'll be honest with you, I'll be damned if I can find it. Sorry, God.